Yo, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Persona of Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. Let me up that a little bit. Test. Yo. Why is the dB so low? Let's see. I think that should be better now. How I sound, guys? Does that sound clear? Do I sound clear? Am I loud and clear for everybody? Let me know in the chat, man, if I'm loud and clear for everybody, man. Let me know. Oh, I don't got my light on either. I'm all over the place today. I am all over the place today. Let me turn on the light, man. Get some light on me. Get some light on my beautiful skin. Yo, how y'all feeling today, man? Big shout out to the folks in the chat. Listen, if you're at work, I hope I could get you through your work day. If you're on your way home from work or school, I hope I could get you through your commute home. If you're at home cooking dinner, cleaning the crib, doing homework with the kids, I hope I could get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. Cleanliness is closer to godliness. Listen, you might be having a matter with a significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. I really do. Hey, man, listen. Y'all know how we do things here, man, on the show, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling great. Put a 2 in the chat if you're just feeling okay. Or put a 3 in the chat if you're not feeling that great at all. And I'm gonna be honest. If you're at a 3, we're gonna try to get you to at least a 2 by the end of the show. Y'all know how we do things here. Y'all know how we do. I always like that, you know, lots of laughs, lots of joy, lots of excitement. You know, when you come to Gaming with Persona YouTube channel, I always want it to be a joyous, fun time and occasion. You feel me? I'm seeing 1s. I'm seeing a lot of 1s in the chat. I'm seeing some 2s in the chat. I'm not seeing no 3s. Chef Dabeni 2.9. I don't like that. I want a solid 2. We're gonna get that down to a 2. Big shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Star Guardian said a 4. Damien said a 3. Now Damien cut it out. Now you know you ain't no 3. Now you know you ain't no 3. Damien, cut it out. But yo, let me shout out the folks in the chat, man. Yo, big shout out to Killer Cam for show. Appreciate you, man. Freddy 214 in the building. Stone in the building. Stone, listen, Stone, don't kick my shins. You feel me? I ain't got my water. I do got my Gatorade though. I got my Gatorade, you understand? You know, it's Gatorade Zero. Don't kick my shins, all right? I got my Gatorade though, so we good. I might take a little swig right now and that's some good Gatorade Zero. Who else is here? Yo, shout out to Damien in the building. Brian Cutler in the building. Prime House in the building. Appreciate you. Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Who that? No Cap Podcast? No Cap Podcast. No one. What's an Xbox? Yo, shout out to my boy Sick Humor TV in the building. He does our intro for What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Big shout out to Sick. He's a good guy, man. Great dude out here. Uppercase J in the building. Jamil, what's going on with you, bro? Who else is here? Kratos 99 in the building. The Macho Channel in the building. I say in the building. In the building. Yo, Braxton Bo in the building. Braxton, how you feeling today, man? Shaquille Mia in the building. Stardust Zero in the building. Stardust 28 months as a member on the channel. He put the platinum. He put the platty waddy. Ooh-wee. When you hit that swish on that plat. Ooh-wee. Sounds good. Shout out to you, Stardust. Yeah, Stardust. Who else is here? Yo, Tech in the building. Tech. Cloud Strife in the building. What's good, Cloud? Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Big Hardcore Gamer in the building. Hovis. The Macho Channel in the building. Shout out to Macho in the building, man. 2Man55. Dragon Knight. Who else is here? Arc War Angel in the building. Chef Devani in the building. J Rowe in the building. Raven in the building. Got a lot of folks out here, man. Bird, shout out to my boy Bird in the building. Yo, Bird probably at work too right now. Shout out to my boys over there on the West Coast. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all on the West Coast. I love y'all on the West Coast. I do. Yeah, I got some beautiful women too. Anyway, who else is here? Dion78 in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Who else is here, man? I think I'm getting old. I need my glasses. It's hard to see those little letters now. You know, I gotta squint a little bit. Getting up there, guys. I'm getting up there in age. I really am. Jeff B Gaming. Jeff B Gaming in the building. Jeff, what's good, bro? Prince Phillip in the building. Vedra in the building. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Yo, Stone. I saw Stone put the knives in the chat. Stone, it's good though. It's Gatorade. I was working out today. You understand? I did my little, you know, I did my little workout today. Cut me some slizak. You feel me? Cut me some slack. Who else is here? Uh-oh, what's that? Put that on silent. Who else is here, man? I'm gonna make sure I get everybody in the chat. Yo, Gamer Forte in the building. Gamer, what's going on with you, bro? Shout out to Gamer Forte. Listen, make sure you guys check out DPS podcast every Thursday. With my boy Gamer Forte and Slow Mo. You understand? They host it on either his channel or on Slow Mo's channel, so either or. But definitely go check out DPS podcast, man, every Thursday. Shout out to my boys. Shout out to the DPS boys in the building. Curse Kane in the building. Curse, what's good with you, bro? Shout out to you, man. J Gamer UK in the building. Shout out to the UK mans them out there. Yo, shout out to my boy J Gamer UK, man. Yo, listen, J Gamer, I've been working on my accent. I'm not gonna reveal it yet. I've been working on it just a little bit. It's gonna disappoint you, but I think it'll sound pretty okay. Don't beat me up, J Gamer. Okay, don't beat me up. All right, but I will perfect the UK accent. Okay, I will. Trust me. I know J Gamer's gonna hate it though. Yo, Lurker in the building. Lurker was good, man. Curse Kane in the building. Who else is here? Who else is here, man? Alex E in the building. Alex, how you feeling today, man? Shout out to you, bro. Who else is here, man? Amun Rod 3K in the building. Who else is here? Yeah, shout out to the UK game. Yo, King Royals, what's good, bro? What up, Pete? Blessings, brother. Yo, blessings to you too, Kings. Kings of Road Gamer, man. Blessings to you as well. Philip K in the building. Shout out to my boy Philip in the building. I got tongue tied. Shout out to my boy Philip in the building. Yo, man, listen. Every time I do a show, I feel like it's like a cookout. You know, like you ever been to like a barbecue? And like, you know, you come back, you know, you see a lot of people you vibe with, a gel with. It's good music, it's good food, you know, people dancing, you know, we got nice beers and everything, man. It's always a good time, man. I want people coming to my show to feel like it's a barbecue. You know, good music. What's a song that you always hear at barbecues? Ever since I was a kid, one song that I always heard at barbecues, it's 3 songs. One song is the cha-cha slide, and then, you know, 2 hops through time. I always hear that song at barbecues. Another song I would always hear at a barbecue is something from Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson always playing at barbecues for me. Ever since I was a kid, Michael Jackson. What's another song I would always hear at a barbecue? Either the OJs, the Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, something like, I'm always hearing like some real old school 60s, 70s music at barbecues. Ever since I was a kid, or when I used to go to like my family reunions when I was young, I'll go down south and visit my aunts and stuff like that, and they would have like barbecues and things like that. Those are like songs I would hear. Always something from Michael Jackson. Always. The cha-cha slide, always. I can't even think of a time that I did not hear it. Even at like something company related or something like that, I would hear that damn cha-cha slide song. Always. It's crazy too, because that song, like, you know, especially if like the crowd is kind of dead, or not dead, but like if like there's not a lot of people on the dance floor, if that cha-cha slide come on, people come on the dance floor all the time. Or folks on the barbecue would do it all the time. Yo, it don't matter, bro. They put down their food or whatever, and that song come on, they would do it 100%. Isley Brothers, that's another one. Jamil, yep. For the Love of You, yep. Something from Marvin Gaye. The Electric Slide, yep. Yeah, I love I miss those 90s style barbecues, man. Y'all remember the barbecues back when you were like young? Like, I'm not saying barbecues now aren't good. You know, barbecue is good. Like, if you're surrounded around good people, good, you know, good vibes and stuff like that, a barbecue can always be good. I don't know though. Like when I think back, like, yeah, I miss like those 90s style barbecues where like life just seemed simpler. It seemed easier, more peaceful. Do you guys agree? When you think back to like your childhood or like, you know, growing up and going to barbecues or family reunions or whatever. You guys ever feel that way as well? Like, am I the only one feeling this way? Let me know in the chat if I'm the only one feeling this way. Al Green, yep, sick. Al Green, Temptations, absolutely. Listen, I got an old soul. That Al Green, Temptations, OJ's, come on, your boy is vibing. You understand? I vibe to that type of music on the regular anyway. You feel me? Listen, I got a very old soul, guys. I have a very, very old soul. Shaka Khan, ooh, Raven, ooh. I ain't heard nobody mention Shaka Khan. I love me some Shaka Khan, by the way. Fire. Who else is here, man? Yo, Philip Sim, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. Stinker Boy, what's good, man? Bob Marley, everything is out. Yes, Bob Marley's another one. Absolutely. Yo, J. Lou, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the folks out here, man, in the building. Yo, so listen, some people might be wondering, like, if you just recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, listen, we're getting close to Spider-Man. We're a week and a half away from Spider-Man, and you guys know how these idiots are out in social media and people trying to spoil the game and things like that. I don't want to get spoiled, and I know y'all don't want to get spoiled either. So I limited the chat to only have subscribers that have been subscribed, I think either a week or 2 weeks. So if you just subscribed to the channel, like, you know, yesterday or whatever, and you're listening, I'm sorry, guys. You know, it's not anything. I'm not trying to, like, you know, limit or whatever, but I'm trying to be mindful of you know, of the weirdos and things like that might be going around trying to spoil Spider-Man. And I don't want my audience and my community to get spoiled. I don't want to get spoiled. You know, I'm taking as many measures, protective measures as I can. And it's going to be the same thing this Saturday on What's Up PlayStation podcast. Me and Bari are definitely going to be limiting the chat because, again, we don't want our community to get spoiled. We don't want to get spoiled and things like that. We're a week away, guys. Week and a half away, guys. So let's hunker down. Let's hunker down. You know, let's hunker down and you know, let's you know, let's get ready for the long wait, the long haul, or the short haul, I should say, or whatever, right? But yeah, so that's why, if you're wondering why the chat is limited, that's the reason. Sick said, shit, that must be new. I'm definitely going to do that for tomorrow. Oh yeah. Listen, when you set up the stream, Sick, you could just limit who can write in the chat so that you don't have like those bots, or I don't mean bots as in Xbox. I mean like those chat bot weird things where they send like all like crazy stuff. Or, you know, you have people coming in trying to spoil stuff or saying racist things and stuff like that. You can limit the chat like that. So that's what I did. Yo, Dean, what's good? Wobble with it. Yep. Yo, C Fresh, what's good, bro? Appreciate you, man. Jamil said 90s barbecues are goated, but the first cookout when you're grown is the one that hits. Yeah, I agree. Like for me, 90s cookouts, and even like early 2000s, like real early 2000s, I'm talking like 2001 to like 2005, right? Are like goated. Like for me, those are like some of the best times. But I know, like for me, like once I get my house and everything like that, I'm definitely gonna have like a big ass cookout and have like a whole bunch of fun stuff. Like bring back that 90s vibe. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, man. Listen. Oh, Stone, did you have Spider-Man 2 spoil for you? Oh man. Philip said Persona. Tell them Persona. No new friends. No. Oh, listen. I think we all have. I don't think we've moved past it, but because I still see the jokes of he who shall not be named. But yeah, man, no new friends, man. Oh yeah, that circle is locked up. It's locked up tight. We threw away the key. If you ain't get in on the boat, you just stranded. I can't help you. Not after this bullshit that happened a couple weeks ago. Hell no. Not again. Fool me once, Shame on me. Fool me twice? Shame on me as well. Fool me a third time? Well, you can't get fooled again. Yo, Prime in the building. Prime said, yo, Persona LOL, he who shall not be named is wild. Listen, man. I don't got parcel tongue. So I can't say the boy name. Your boy ain't got that parcel tongue like the motherfuckers in Slytherin. So I can't say his name. He who shall not be named. You feel me? I ain't got that parcel tongue. Shout out to my Harry Potter heads out there, for those who don't know. Kratos said Whataburger. Then shout out to Cloud Strife in the building. He says the 90s block parties was always the best, especially when the music blasting down the whole block. We had 100+ heads chilling outside. Makes me sad thinking how things changed. Yo, Cloud, that's what I'm saying, bro. I remember my old neighborhood growing up back in the 90s, man. Like, that's how it was. Like, a cookout is like the whole block. And even, like, you know, people in the neighborhood would come through, grab a plate or whatever, blasting music, kids playing outside and all this other stuff, right? It was just a great time, man. Great food, music, you know, especially in the summertime. You know, I remember, like, when I was a kid, you know, me and my friends, we would have like water gun fights and stuff like that. And I remember I had the big super soaker that you had the strap. It had the strap, and it was like the big ass Tommy gun type thing. Your boy had that. I understand. Had a couple other super soak. It was just fun, great times, man. Man, I miss those days, man. I really do. I think about those days often. Yo, Dippity Doo, what's good, man? Or I said Dippity. Dip Doo, what's good? He said, Persona, do you think Neil needs to step down as president? I prefer him to only be damn. No, no, I don't. Listen, we gonna get into damn, that was hella. Yo, that was like, Dip Doo, that was hella left field. Yo, listen, we gonna talk about my boy Neil Druckmann. You understand? Shout out to my boy Neil. I've met Neil a number of times, and I'm not lying, by the way. I've met this man a number of times, talked with him. He's a great person. No, for what you're saying, no. I do not think that he needs to step down as president. No, I think that's very extreme. Like and I get it. Like, us as gamers, you know, we kind of, how do I say this? Sometimes we kind of look at things, people tend to look at things as very black and white, right? I'm kind of floating around the shades of gray these days. Maybe way back in the day, you know, I would have looked at things as a very black and white approach. I'm floating around in them shades of gray area now, right? But I'm gonna definitely break down the whole Naughty Dog thing as someone that has, you know, been playing all of Naughty Dog's games since, God, I don't know when. And, you know, it really loves this studio and the people that make these great games. We definitely gonna break it down for sure, right? Yo, shout out to Barry in the building, the other half of What's Up PlayStation podcast. He said, yo, Persona, hi nerd. What's good? Shout out to my bro Barry, man. Yo, man, listen. I can't wait for the ball for COD Modern Warfare 3 beta to be back up, because your boy, I'm like a shark in the water and I smell blood. What's that smell? What's that smell? I smell newbies. Ooh, it's gonna be Xbox and PC on this Modern Warfare 3 beta. I'm like a shark in the water and I smell blood. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. And I'm streaming, so that as well. Who else? Yo, Dragonite, what's good? Shout out to you. Yo, Kevin Smith in the building. Kevin, how you feeling today, man? Everything good? Everything good? Copacetic? We cool? He said, I'm not pressed on the Slim. I'll just wait till the Pro comes out. I will pick up a Slim later on because my goal is to own one of each PlayStation model. That's a good goal to have. Stone said, nah, the Hispanic cookouts last till like 5 in the morning. Oh, yo, listen. Let me tell you something about the vatos, man. The essays and the vatos, they yo, listen, man, they don't play, man. They don't play when they come to the cookout. You understand? They blasting that music. They don't play, and don't you dare come over to the turn the music down. Eh? Ayo, ese, what you say? Turn the music down. No. You see me here with my wife and my friend, and you come and you disrespect me in my home, in mi casa. No. Oh yeah, nah, but the Hispanics definitely know how to party. Yo, Game for Attorney, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. Yo, Uppercase J, 25 months as a member on the channel. Damn, shout out to my bro Jamil in the building, man. Rocking out with your boy for 25 months. 2 years and 1 month. That's my boy Jamil, man. He says, hey, I'm coming for your cookout when you get your crib and I'm bringing my Xbox. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jamil. You and the family are welcome. 100%. 100%. And a big shout out to, I read Bari's message. Bari, you've been a member for 30 months? That's, damn. God damn. And a shout out to my boy Prime House in the building. That's my boy Bats. Prime. Prime is Baticus. This is Baticus Prime, right? I think it is. Shout out to my boy Prime, man, becoming a member on the channel. Prime, you know, I appreciate you, bro. Always rocking out with your boy, man. Shout out to you. All right, let's get into it, man. Enough rambling. I think we got enough people in here, man. You know, we all feeling good, man. Had a nice little conversation. You feel me? I think we all good out here, man. Yo, Henry Heck in the building. Henry, what's good, man? Shout out to Henry. Shout out to Lil Mama, if she watching. Shout out to the family. Yo, Jenna Hayes in the building. Yo, shout out to Cyber Dragon. Where's Cyber Dragon at? I see Cyber Dragon. Yo, Jehu Tion, what's good, man? He says, I like both PlayStation designs, but I'll stay with my launch this PS5 version. I would only change if the PS5 breaks or if there's a Pro releasing. I think that's the consensus for a lot of us that are day one owners. Yo, the Iron Panther, what's good, bro? Oh yeah, it's Baticus, right? Yo, shout out to my boy Bats, man. My boy Bats in the building, man. Shout out to my boy, man. My boy Bats. Okay, let's get into it, guys. So we're gonna talk about a couple things today. One of the main things I do want to talk about is this PS5 Pro. Excuse me, I said PS5 Pro. I got PS5 Pro on the brain. I do want to talk about this PlayStation 5 Slim. Right now, listen, guys. I get it. Right, I get it. I get it. Right. I'm very surprised. Right. PlayStation this gen has just been kind of, they've been very, I don't want to say weird because weird's not the right word that I want to use, but PlayStation's definitely been different when it comes to their approach of like just news, when it comes to like just releasing news and giving us news, or the timing of news, or you know, showcases. Just all of it has just been so different. It's a bit jarring for me personally, as someone that's been following PlayStation for a very, very long time. It's definitely really jarring to see you know, the difference. But randomly yesterday, PlayStation just put out a tweet talking about, hey, so you remember that rumored PlayStation 5 Slim that people were floating around? It's real. Yes, it's real. It's real, and it's coming out this holiday season. Take a look. And I'm just like, why wait till now? Why wait till, listen, I'm not a businessman. Well, I am. I don't run PlayStation, right? I don't make the decisions and things like that. Anything that I say, it's only me looking on the outside in and coming at it from a gamer/consumer standpoint, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know that I know everything about everything that comes to PlayStation or gaming in general, right? I make mistakes and people have reasons of why they do things, right? The reason I put those disclaimers out there is because a lot of people tend to speak as if they know better than the company, right? You know, listen, and I'm not gonna sit and say I know better than the company. I'm just looking at it from my own perspective, right? Why wait till, well, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, at the showcase they did show off the portal. So I guess it would have been a bit overload to have the portal announced and the Slim announced at the showcase, because at the showcase they showed off the portal. Well then no, actually no. I feel like the showcase could have been a great time to show off the Slim. Like, hey, oh yeah, guys, listen, we got some new accessories coming this holiday. You know, you got the portal and we've got the Slim. Like, I don't know, like this is just me. I feel like the showcase time could have been a great time to be like, yeah, you know, let's show this off or whatever, right? That's me though, right? What do I know, right? I ain't running no billion-dollar company. But the Slim did get announced. Let's play this trailer real quick. Damn, that shit loud as hell. Right? So the Slim did get announced. And, you know, my thoughts on it are this, right? I think looks like a Slim. Yo, straight up, it looks like a smaller version of the PS5. Like, that's straight up what it looks like. It looks like a smaller version of the PS5. I don't know, like, I don't think it looks ugly. I never thought the original PS5 looked ugly. I just think it looks pretty similar, just a smaller version. I will say this though, compared to the original, that disc version definitely got a fatter ass. That ass looking a little, it looked like that PS5 disc version got a BBL. Look at that arch, god damn. PS5 arch crazy. That is crazy. That's a BBL ass right there. You hear what I'm telling you? That PS5 disc version got a BBL. Ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. That is a BBL. Let me find the original. I gotta find the original PS5 disc version. I gotta find the original PS5 because, like, yo, this is gonna bug me now. Yo, here we go. Where's it at? Here we go, right here. Here we go. Let me see if I view it. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's good. Hey, yo, look. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, look. Stop playing. Hold up, man. Look, can I put it up? There we go. Side by side like that. Hold on, let me move it over just a little bit. Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, look. That PS5 Slim, it might be slim, but that backside definitely is a BBL. You understand? That is a BBL. Listen, PlayStation, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But look at the original. You ever see like those pics of those girls that like be like, oh, me 10 years ago versus me now, and that yeah. That's a BBL back there. Hey, yo, shout out to PlayStation putting the BBL on the PS5 Slim. She said, PlayStation said, yo, listen, we about to make this slim thick. You heard? We about to make this slim thick. I ain't mad at you. But, yo, listen. Yo, listen, when it comes to the Slim, I've always been, even like since the beginning, I always said like, yo, the all digital version of the console, to me, that's the definitive look of the console for me. Like, I don't really, I think that this version makes the console look a little bit ugly to me personally. I just think the sleek design with the digital, especially with the Slim. The Slim, I like this real small, compact, sleek, even more sleek design when it comes to the all digital PS5 Slim. I think it looks great. The disc version, now obviously, you know, with this, the rumors are true that you know, it's a removable disc drive, which I think that's probably part of why like the backside looks so, like, it looks the way it does. Obviously, what does BBL mean? Brazilian butt lift. So, you know, it's a removable disc drive. Now, here's the weird thing: like, it's a removable disc drive, and all that, right? Which is fine, and it's supposed to be 30% smaller. It comes with a 1 terabyte SSD, right? Which I'm like, all right, cool. You know, 1 terabyte, about, you know, that's cool. I feel like that's something they should have probably released with. I get why they didn't do it at launch, because they were trying to maximize on sales and trying to stay competitive with the pricing, I guess. Like, I you know, I'm assuming here, which is why they didn't do it out the gate. But the weird thing here for me, in the stand, so the stand is different as well. Where's the stand? Did they show? Oh, here we go. The stand is different as well, and I think this stand looks pretty dope, actually. But the thing is, the stand doesn't come with the console either, right? And the stand is being sold separately for $80. $80. Right? Yo, Lord Hog, what's good, man? Shout out to y'all in the chat. Yeah, original PS5 is just fine to me. Yo, Chris B, appreciate you, man. 7 months as a member on the channel. He says, love the channel, keep it up. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It really means a lot, and I mean that. Alcoholic Gamer in the building. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says Hennessy plus mango, pineapple juice plus lemon. Enjoy on me. Shout out to you, Alcoholic Gamer. Appreciate you. We all getting tipsy tonight. I do think the stand looks great. I think this is a great looking stand. The fact that it's sold separately, I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know how to. I don't know how. I feel like that's a bit. I mean, it looks like a better made stand, clearly, because the original stand that came with the did the original stand, now that I'm thinking about it, did the original stand come with the PS5? Did it? Yo, somebody check me in the chat. Did the original stand for the PS5 come with the PS5? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. It did, right? All right, shout out to Damien. It did. It's kind of strange that they wouldn't. Here's my thing, right? It's strange because obviously this stand is a better quality. It looks much more sturdy. It looks like that's metal, right, or whatever. So it looks like it's definitely higher quality, and clearly it's a higher price as well. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just include that with the PS5 Slim versions and just make the price what it is, because when you look at the pricing of it, the price increase as well, at least for the digital console, where the all digital version of the PS5 is now $450, and obviously the disc version remains $500. So, and I wonder if you buy the digital version, would you be able to just, I'm assuming you'd be able to just buy a disc tray and just attach it on if you wanted to. Listen, physical, yo, that shit's on its way out, man. Like, straight up. I wouldn't be surprised if by next generation, it's gonna be all digital consoles, because when you look at the facts, excuse me, I'm really thirsty. Sorry, guys. I did a lot of walking this afternoon. When you look at like the facts, data, and statistics, whenever these game sales and stuff like come out with some of these other regions, you're seeing that big shift from physical to digital when it comes to the purchasing of games. Most people are playing their games or buying their games digitally from these digital storefronts, albeit PlayStation or wherever, as opposed to physical. Now, you still have that small subset of community that's still trying to hang on to physical, which I get, right? I'm not going to say as someone, because I'm all digital as well, but as someone that's all digital, I understand the importance of physical media. I do. I really do. But I think when we look at the landscape of things right now, right? When you look at the subscription services like PlayStation Plus and Game Pass and all this other stuff, and when you look at the data of like how where people are buying their games, albeit from these stores, GameStop is struggling. You feel me? Like, physical is a media, especially in games. Physical is a media that I can definitely see being phased out sooner rather than later. I know that sucks to say. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. I don't think it's a great thing to do in the meantime as well. But with the times that we're living in, and how people are kind of, that shift that we're seeing in the consumer base, it's gonna happen. It just is, right? So I think by next generation, we're definitely going to see all digital consoles, like 100%. Like, it'll only be one version, it'll be all digital, and that's it. Either you're gonna buy it or you're not. That's where we're at. It sucks, but that's where we're at, and that's what I believe 100%. Now, when it comes to this price point, I'm assuming the extra 50 for the digital is because of the 1 terabyte. I'm assuming. I don't necessarily agree with that per se, because I'm looking at it as, okay, so right now the PlayStation 5 has what, 685 or something like that, 700 gigs. You tell me an extra 300 gigs is $50? Really? Typically when Slims come out, they are cheaper, or the price goes down. But here's my theory, and I know some people are gonna listen to this and gonna say, "Oh, it's damage control and PlayStation." But Sony, you're such a PlayStation fanboy. But which is, it's funny when people say that because it's just like, yo, like watch my content, like be real. So I feel like, and I know somebody. This is disclaimer. This is just a theory. All right, I don't believe in it or anything, but this is what I think how it's happening. PlayStation is in high demand. PlayStations are highly sought after. They're selling off shelves. They're selling like hotcakes. They got some of the best games, and I think in PlayStation's case, the price. Increasing the price off the memory, I just think it's them seeing what they can get away with. Now, obviously, if the sales don't match, or if the sales dip because of that, or because because the digital version is still $500 as well, there's no price decrease at all. And really, if you're selling a hot commodity item at the price of at the asking price, and people are willing to buy it, and I'm just speaking in business terms here, a sale. Typically, a sale means that sales are slowing down, so you want to kind of speed that up a little bit, so you put a sale out there to get more people to buy that product. With PlayStation, they don't need to do that. Now listen, I'm not saying that this is right or wrong. I'm just giving my thought on this, okay? I know somebody's going to watch this and misconstrue what I'm saying and flip it into, console war damage control. No, okay? I'm just giving my thoughts on this. I think for PlayStation, there is no need for a price decrease. They see that, they know that, they see the numbers, they see the metrics, they see the statistics, and they say, well, why would we decrease the price when the price is, it's selling the way it is? It's strange to me, though. It's strange that the digital would be higher in price, even with the 1 terabyte being in the console, because I feel like you would want to remain competitive in that pricing, where you can say, look, we got 1 terabyte in the digital version as well at the same price. That's a steal for me personally, because people still need to buy the stand and all this other stuff separately. So it seems weird that they would increase that digital edition price as well. I think that's really, really off to me personally. But I think in business terms, if this does not impact their bottom line, it's not going to change. And the thing with PlayStation and how they've been moving lately, the changes and things that they've been doing has not impacted their bottom line, outside of the PS Plus stuff, which, that's a whole nother conversation. So I feel like when it comes to the pricing of this and saying, oh, well, the reason why it's this price is because, oh yeah, we're this 1 terabyte drive, and I'm just spitballing. I don't know if that's the reason why. I'm assuming that's the reason why, but see, here's my thing. It'd have been better if they would have added the stand, right, included, and made it this price. Like, okay, that's understandable, because the stand is like, well, actually no, because the stand was what it was at 400. Yo, real talk, I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Respectfully, it is kind of off to me. Like, you can't really spin it. Like, it's just off. Wait, what's this that sold for $80? I saw something else was being sold for $80. What was I looking at then? If you purchase, oh, you know what? My mistake. Okay, so I should have read this whole thing. So the $80 is for the Blu-ray, extension. If you want to buy that and hook it up to your digital PlayStation, you could do that with this. Okay, fine. My mistake. The stand is, where is that? I was just looking at it. Oh, here we go. The horizontal stand is $30, which I'm like, come on. You feel me? You could have threw that in with the PlayStation. You feel me? Come on. I feel like they could have threw that in with the PlayStation and been fine. Come on, PlayStation. You could have threw that in. And still, again, if you're gonna do that, although I don't think it would be kind of a hard sell either way. At least this would make a little bit more sense, because it's like, all right, we're giving you 1 terabyte storage and this redone stand that's definitely higher quality than the stands that came with the PlayStation 5. Like, you're getting both of this for this price. Some people wouldn't have rocked with that, but I feel like that's a bit of an easier sell personally, right? To say, look, you're getting 1 terabyte and you're getting XYZ and this is the price. Cool. I feel like that would have been a little bit more accepted. Just a tiny bit more. It's a hard sell either way, but because, you know, a stand was included with the original PS5, so it's a hard sell either way. Either way, I feel like it's a hard sell. You just can't get around that. So I think with PlayStation, when it comes to the pricing, I think that's just a little bit off, right? Even with the 1 terabyte, you know, how much more does 300 extra gigs cost? You know, $50 more, really? You know, like, especially when we're looking at 1 terabyte drives on Amazon for like $90, $100. You know, it's like, come on. I feel like that's definitely off. But yo, shout out to Braxton Bowman. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, personally, I think the PlayStation 6 will have a disc drive version. Several markets still buy physical over digital. Yeah, but I think we're seeing, I agree with you there. Well, no, I don't agree. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like when it comes to those markets that may be slower to adopt to a much more, to a all digital market, by the time, because you figure by the time PlayStation 6 come out, 2028, maybe 2027, 2028, give or take. You know, that's 8 years since the launch of this console, right? Markets are still developing, markets are still emerging, and now with cloud and all these other different things where, you know, there's technologies that helps with that latency if you do have a weaker internet connection or whatever the case may be. There's other ways for those games to be enjoyed, and I think with the slower adoption rate of those markets, I think by the time we get to that point, I'm not saying it'll be perfect, but I do think they will be in a bit of a better shape to say, yeah, you know, this is just going to be all digital. Now, I could be wrong. You know, I don't know everything. I'm not going to say that like I do, but I do think that, you know, only time will tell. PlayStation has always sold their vertical stand separately. That is true. But when we look at the original PlayStation 5 and we look at the PlayStation, the Slim, it seems off to not include that. Like, we can't say, you know, we can't say and say like, yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. It was included and now it's not. That's, you know, especially for something that's supposed to be a smaller version. But yeah, I think the design of the console looks fine. I think it looks good. I think it looks cool. I know a lot of people complaining. I really don't see an issue here. I think it's fine. I'm not going to buy this personally because I'm waiting for the PlayStation 5 Pro. You know, so when the Pro comes out, that's what I'm personally going to be buying. And, you know, I'm buying the tippity top. You know, if they got a 3 terabyte version of that shit, I'm definitely buying that, right? So yeah, that's how I feel about the Slim. You know, a lot of people are complaining about this or whatever. It's like, yo, look, man, when are you guys ever happy? You know, everything is a complaint these days when it comes to gaming. It's kind of like annoying, you know. Like, it's annoying to just constantly see, especially when you get on Twitter and you just constantly see people complaining. It's like, yo, man. And it's funny, cause I'm about to sound contradictory because I'm about to complain about Naughty Dog, so I'm part of the problem. But, you know, I think with the PlayStation, you know, shout out to PlayStation with the PS5 Digital Slim, it'll be interesting to see how they do when it comes to the sales. You know, they're trying to reach 25 million. They've been selling pretty well so far, so I think we're good. I think they're good. We'll see. Only time will tell, but looking at the history and looking at the facts, data, and statistics right now, that PS5 is, I think that thing is definitely going to sell. Now, here's my thing, though, and I was talking to Bari about this the other day. I think it's weird. I think it's weird that they wouldn't have at least revealed this with the Spider-Man PS5 bundle. Now, what I mean is, it'd have been cool to have the slim version of the PS5 to being the reveal of the Slim and all that. That shit would have flew. I mean, I think this is going to sell regardless, just because of like, you know, the games and stuff like that that's coming out this holiday. But I would have personally had a PS5 Special Edition Slim, straight up. It seems weird. That seems like just a missed opportunity for me personally. Yeah, they definitely getting rid of old stock. Yep. I'm not paying for accessories. Yeah, you know, like this is more reason to get me a 3D printer. That's why I don't go on Twitter much anyway. Yo, King Pro, what's good? I mean, it's a slim version of the console. Like, I mean, what are you expecting this shit to look like? The Starship Enterprise? Like, what is it supposed to look like? You know, like it's a slimmer version of the design. That's what most slim consoles are from PlayStation. When you look at the PS2 Slim was literally a severely shrunken down base PS2. It still had the same form factor and design and everything. I think the only generation where the form factor and design changed significantly was the PlayStation 3 gen, where they actually had two different revisions. You know, they had the original Slim, which I loved. I thought that original Slim was like great. Like it was a great Slim. Then they had the that second Slim that came out that had like the slide back case and all that. That shit looked weird. I didn't like that one. I had got the original, the first Slim, the little sandwich thing. Who knows? Yeah, original. I still got my original PS3 Slim too in the closet. Fire. I'm staying away from X until Spider-Man 2 comes out. At Persona, I bought a Spider-Man PS5 console for my son. I got the plates and the controller for myself of Spider-Man, and the wife got a pink controller and plates. Ain't buying this Slim. Oh man, oh damn, you got a whole family of gamers, Cloud. Yo, listen, that's the dream, boy. I hope my kids are gamers, but you know, gamers on PlayStation. Don't tell nobody I said that though. You know, if they like, you know, PC and all that other stuff, you know, or Nintendo, PlayStation, right? I'm gonna start them off on Nintendo, ease them into gaming. You understand? You know, make sure they good. Then we move on to the big boy stuff, the PlayStation. Now, you know, my kid come to me one day, be like, Dad, I want to build a PC. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt my heart. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Ice Queen said, oh, okay, Ice Queen, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, you know, I mean, we'll build the PC. It's just, you know, I'm gonna be crying while we building it, cause you know, what about the PlayStation 8 or whatever is out? But yo, that's what's up, man. And then your wife is a gamer too. That's what's up. The pink controller. That's what's up. Yo, Nerdy Gaming, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, bro. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Naughty Dog stuff, man. Klaus said, Persona, the wife made me pre-order Mario Wonder. She game on PlayStation and Switch, and my son on PlayStation. He a COD player. I'm not. He want COD and Spider-Man for Christmas. Nah, I mean, listen. That's how we do it. That's how you do it, Cloud. I'm with it. I hope my kid is. Well, I don't even know if COD gonna be out by the time I have a kid, but you know, hopefully COD is out, still coming out, unless you know Microsoft destroys it. Hopefully my kid will be good as COD too. You know, hopefully my skills will pass down to my children in first-person shooters. We'll see. You know, my kid might be trash and he might be just all he plays Roblox or some shit. I don't know. That's what's up though. Shout out to you, Cloud. That's dope. I'm doing pretty good, Nerdy. Doing pretty good, man. Yo, Corey, what's up? Corey said my kid had me build a PC for them, and now he doesn't use it because he's on PS5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That kid know greatness. All right, man. Let's get into this Naughty Dog stuff, man, because I do want to talk about a couple things when it comes to Naughty Dog. This is not going to be a super duper long show, but I did say I wanted to do a show before Saturday's podcast, just to kind of get my thoughts out there on a couple things. But you know, it's not going to be a super duper long show. Yo, CB3, what's up? So, Naughty Dog. I don't even know where to begin, right? Let me start by saying that. Let me put the disclaimer out there. Because, again, I know how people are, right? Yo, True Virgil, what's up? Naughty Dog is a great studio. They've created some of the greatest games in this industry, and they've created some of my favorite games. You know, I love the Uncharted series. I love the Last of Us series. You feel me? Like, they are legends out here. They're solidified legends. They are. What I'm gonna talk about is not me. It's not me trying to like bash Naughty Dog or bash Neil Druckmann or anybody like that, because I have a tremendous amount of respect for these developers. I have a tremendous amount of appreciation for these developers, and I can't begin to fathom how tough it must be to be not just a developer, a video game developer, but to be a video game developer for one of the most highly acclaimed studios in the industry. The pressure must be immeasurable. It must be insurmountable. It must be monumental. Every day you have to be perfect working at Naughty Dog. I get it. I know it's tough. As someone on the outside looking in, I understand the pressure that goes into this stuff. I truly do. And I truly appreciate every single one of you. I do. I promise. Now I got to put on my gamer hat, right? Because, listen, that's the disclaimer. Naughty Dog, you know I love you guys, but I got to be honest, right? Because honesty keeps everyone. I feel like being honest is important, even if honesty can be brutal or hurtful. That depends how hurtful, right? You don't want to like disrespect people, right? But I think honesty is important because it helps. It helps people with that self-awareness of understanding how they need to improve, right? Or what's going on, right? Communication, honesty, stuff like that, right? So we got the disclaimer out there, whatever. All right, let's talk about it. I want to start with the whole factions thing, right? For those who've been following me for a long time, you know, one, I love factions. I love Uncharted's multiplayer games. I've loved them since 2, right? And 2, I've been very hyped for factions too. A lot of 2s. I've been very excited for factions. This is a multiplayer that was absolutely going to be in my rotation. I was going to play the hell out this game. All of that, right? So, you know, I am one of the people that was like really, really excited for factions. And the fact that we have only gotten 2 screenshots or 2 concept arts since its announcement, truly is sad to me. Like it sucks to see, especially to see this come from somebody like Naughty Dog. And we've talked about this already, right? Like, you know, factions and all this stuff. But the news came out, was it this week or last week? I forget if it was this week or last week, about factions being put on ice or something like that. Now listen, this is all rumors. We don't know anything, right? And really, these insiders probably don't know shit either. Who knows, right? But I do want to play around with that idea for 2 reasons. One, if we had saw gameplay and saw, like, you know, a working progress product and something like that, and all this other stuff, I wouldn't be leaning so far with the rumor. But because we've only gotten 2 concept arts, and when we were supposed to get gameplay this year, hold on, let me move the chat over here so I can see you guys, you know, eye level, because my camera's here. It's not on this monitor. My camera's on this monitor, so when I'm looking at you, I want to be able to kind of look down at the chat and see what y'all saying while I talk, because y'all know when I get into my modes, you know, I sometimes I get a little tunnel vision. I can't, you know, so I want to make sure I have the chat right here in my face. So yeah, when it comes to, you know, us only seeing 2 concept arts and then supposed to be seeing gameplay or reveal a proper reveal of it this year, and that being canned, and then the news about Bungie's critiquing factions and saying that Naughty Dog needs to go back to the drawing board and all this and all this other stuff, it's just been so much and none of it is confirmed, right? Which is why this is so, for me personally, it's so annoying, right? The only thing that is confirmed is that the game is not being shown this year. We're not going to see nothing factions related this year. Neil Druckmann has said that, blah, 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 like all that's out there. That's the only thing that's been confirmed by Naughty Dog. Nothing else has, but there's been a lot of rumors and all this other bullshit that has really been, yo, Broken Lobo, what's good? That has really muddied up the waters of what of what's really going on with Naughty Dog and really what's been going on with factions or whatever games they're working on, right? For me personally, the question I have is why, because it seems like this happens the most to Naughty Dog. Like out of all of PlayStation Studio, excuse me, out of all of PlayStation Studios, this stuff happens to Naughty Dog entirely too often, like way too often. And I have to wonder if somebody that works at Naughty Dog may have it out for Naughty Dog with leaking this shit or whatever. I don't know, but like it's or somebody that used to work for them or was a contractor. I don't know. All I know is the fact that this keeps happening specifically to Naughty Dog is worrying to me, because I want to say since 2020, right? Because 2020, when that major leak happened, where you know, the whole stuff with Abby and Joel getting killed and all that other stuff, when that happened, from that point on, because I can't think of a time before then, I think games were getting leaked, but like not like to this level. Like the level that we're at now with Naughty Dog is kind of crazy. But from that point on, Naughty Dog has, in my opinion, Naughty Dog has lost the control of their narrative. Now, when I say their narrative, I mean what news, what's right and what's wrong. Like, you know, the stuff that people are saying, or the rumors that's circulating. It's gotten so rampant and become so much that I feel like Naughty Dog has lost control of their narrative, and their silence, you know. And listen, this goes with PlayStation in general, because PlayStation doesn't typically respond to, they don't typically respond to like rumors, or at least not every single rumor, or debunk shit. They don't, PlayStation and their studios don't typically do that, right? So and you know, if somebody was to do that, they'd be spending all day doing that on social media or whatever. So I'm not really expecting Naughty Dog to really sit here and every single little rumor, no, this is wrong, no, this is wrong, no, this is wrong, no, this. Nobody got time for that shit. Like, really and truly, nobody's got time for that, right? But I feel like when it comes to how they've been moving, the changes that we've seen, the news or the rumors that have come out, the news that has come out, the things that they themselves have confirmed or have shown, or whatever the case may be, it looks, for me, Naughty Dog looks to have lost control of their narrative when it comes to who they are within the industry, to a certain degree. We know that they're still great developers. We know that they create incredible games. And listen, here's my thing. I'm not saying that Naughty Dog is a bad developer. Like, people will hear that and think, oh yeah, what? So you think because Naughty Dog is quiet that they're not good at what they do? Like, no, I'm not saying that at all. I know that Naughty Dog is great at what they're doing. But you know, and I was talking about this yesterday in a space that I was in, where I was saying that Naughty Dog and how they're moving, especially this generation, how Naughty Dog has been moving has really been off with what we are accustomed to are what we're used to when it comes to, and this goes for PlayStation overall, but more so Naughty Dog, because when you look at some of PlayStation's other studios, you know, they've been delivering, they've been vocal, they've been putting out, you know, the information and stuff like that. Naughty Dog is the only one, or one of the few, like, I'm not gonna say it's every single PlayStation studio, but Naughty Dog is one of the ones that has been, you know, quiet, right? And it's like, okay, you're quiet because you're cooking, fine. When it's time to show, you don't show. When you tell us you're gonna show, you don't show. And that just isn't how Naughty Dog has ever been. So the fact that that's happening now, it's worrying, because then when you look at the rumors and all this stuff that's circulating, it feels like Naughty Dog is losing control of their narrative. Does that make sense? Is everybody following me so far? Let me know in the chat if y'all follow what I'm saying. Shout out to Corey. He says, I wonder if they ever care about narrative. Narrative online matters to so few people that can't possibly care about what y'all say online. Okay. Doesn't mean just because. So Corey, understand this. If somebody's talking about you online or whatever, you don't have to care, fine. But that doesn't mean that people aren't still talking. You understand? Like, if Naughty Dog doesn't care, that's their prerogative, and that's fine. You can't force them to not to do anything, which is fine. But where my argument comes into play is, the more you don't respond, the more things begin to swirl, the more things begin to the other narratives start to take precedence and spin and all this crazy shit that happens, and the more it just keeps piling on. Don't care, right? That's your prerogative. Do not care. I'm more so focused on the narrative of how they've been and how they are now is so different that it's jarring, and the narratives that's beginning to swirl around with, you know, factions potentially being canceled, you know, the issues behind the scene and all this other crazy shit that's happening, all that crazy stuff. It's beginning it's beginning to be harder to deny that stuff when you're looking at the actions of the studio. You get what I'm saying? People can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. When the actions start to align, that's when you start looking sideways, like, what's really going on? And if you're not willing to be forthcoming, not saying you need to give us the whole enchilada. You don't need to say, pull back the curtain and give us everything. You understand? I ain't trying to see people's W-2s, you heard? I just want to see, you know, we just want to get a glimpse of what's going on, right? Because the narratives are starting to get out of control. And I feel like we're at that point. Where Naughty Dog should say something. Last of Us Day came and went. It was a bunch of merch that, you know, and that was it, right? Like the focus of gaming with Naughty Dog, it seems to be their focus seems to be elsewhere, because, you know, they had the show, which was a huge success, and all this other stuff that's going on. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I would love for Naughty Dog to just be a little bit more vocal and forthcoming when it comes to when it comes to what's going on. That's all I'm saying. And if that makes me wrong, if that makes me you know, what do people call it? Oh, you're what about these games, Persona? And, oh, you're immature, you need to be patient, blah blah blah. It's like, I am patient. I have no choice but to be patient and wait. But just because I'm waiting doesn't mean that I can't still be vocal of saying, well, I would want Naughty Dog to be a little bit more vocal while we wait. You understand? This isn't a thing of having your cake and eating it too. But I do think that for a lot of us, I don't think it's wrong to say, yeah, you know, Naughty Dog can have all the time in the world to cook, but they also don't have to tell me anything or keep us in the loop to some degree. And it's weird because, like, I see a lot of people on social media saying, well, you know, why do you want to know this, or why do you want to know that, or da, 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 da. And I'm like, this is how gamers, like PlayStation was like this 2 gens ago, last gen. You feel me? Last of Us Part 2 got announced in 2016. and we ain't get that game till 2020. Like, I wish people would be honest with themselves, right? And I'm not saying this to everybody, but it would be different. It would be different if Naughty Dog never was like this, and we want them to be like this. I feel like that argument would hold more water, because it's like, oh, well, you know, Naughty Dog was never like this, so why would you expect them to be like this now? That would be a fair argument. No, not here. Naughty Dog was like this in the past, and it changed. And the change, in my opinion, is not for the better when it comes to, hold on, let me finish the sentence before you jump off the rails. When it comes to being more vocal about the games. That's it. That's it. Because you announced Last of Us Part 2 in 2016. We didn't get it till 2020, but you still announced it. We still knew. People were still excited. Oh my God, Last of Us Part 2. I can't wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go back to that. Let's go back. Let's relive that moment. That was the PSX that I didn't go to as well. I should have went to that one too, actually, now I'm thinking about it. PlayStation PSX. Was it 2016 or 2017? I forget. Oh yeah, PlayStation Experience 2016. PlayStation Experience 2016. PSX 2016. This is when they showed this. Originally showed and revealed. And listen, this is a great, like, really and truly, this is a great reveal. It confirms what's coming. We're working on it. We'll see you soon. That's it. They've always done shit like this. But now you got people in the community or people on social media trying to say, oh, well, it's wrong to expect this because that's not how things are now. Huh? This is how they've always been. This is how PlayStation has always been. So the change is jarring. You feel me? Like, you can't sit here, especially if you're somebody that's been following PlayStation or following Naughty Dog for, you know, umpteen years or whatever. You cannot sit here and tell me that the shift in what they're doing isn't jarring to you. If you're saying it's not, you're lying to yourself. Stop lying. Stop lying. The worst thing you could do is lie to yourself, not to me. The hell with me. You're lying to yourself. Stop it. It doesn't make you a worse person, a worse gamer, or anything to wish that you had this type of Naughty Dog back when it came to revealing things and just going back, like, look, this is what it is. We back in the shadows. You know, and we'll give you more when it's time. We don't even have that right now. Is that wrong? Now the motivation, so listen, I know a lot of people like coming at Neil Druckmann and all that stuff, which is crazy to me because, like, yeah, I love this trailer, by the way. This trailer is so incredible.
Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore.
I love this trailer, bro. When I first saw this trailer, my mind exploded. My mind exploded, man. Crazy.
Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong. No, I can't walk on the path of the right, because I'm wrong.
Yo, this trailer was incredible. You
What are
understand?
you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find
Fire. Fire.
and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
Fire. Fire. This was 2016. No gameplay. No gameplay. No nothing. We didn't get no gameplay. All we saw was familiar characters. Joel and Ellie. And they confirmed Last of Us Part 2 was coming. No date, no nothing. They said, listen, Naughty Dog is cooking. This is what we cooking. And moved on. And that was it. That was it. They tipped back out and did what they did. You finna feel me? I don't think it's wrong to want this Naughty Dog back when it comes to revealing things. I don't think that's wrong. Now, here's my thing. Because somebody in the chat asked me, have their motivation shifted? No. I don't think their motivation shifted. I just think how they're showing, because Neil Druckmann already talked about this. Like, we already know what's happening the way it's happening when it comes to revealing games. Because Neil Druckmann already talked about, you know, when it comes to how they reveal games, revealing games puts a lot of pressure, or release dates or something like that puts a lot of pressure on the devs that they don't want to do. So they want to reveal things when they're closer to its release date or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, like I forget word for word for what he said, but it was something along those lines, which I think is, you know, okay, fine. But the other thing, you know, with some people, you know, saying Neil Druckmann needs to be fired and all this other stuff, like I don't agree with that stuff at all, right? Because I don't think Neil Druckmann is necessarily is doing a bad job, because, you know, look at what they've released, right? I don't think it's anything about that. You know, I think people tend to go to the extremes when it comes to that. No, like Neil Druckmann does not need to lose his job and all this other crazy shit or be replaced and stop. Like that's going, to me, that's going way too far, right? I just think that when it comes to Naughty Dog, I would just want them to get back to a return to form of how they were showing off or you know, revealing their games. That's just my whole thing, right? And I was talking about this yesterday, where, you know, with Naughty Dog, when you work for a critically acclaimed studio like Naughty Dog, who is, you know, has some of the most awards ever awarded to a studio, created one of the greatest games in the industry, you know, most detailed games in the industry. The pressure to continue to be that perfect is crippling mentally. And what I mean by that is, you get so much in your head that how you approach things are now so drastically different, because it's like, we have to continue to be perfect. We have to continue to create these incredible games that people want to buy and play and love and all this other stuff, which I get. But I feel like that pressure is a lot. And for some, they might not, I'm not going to say they can't handle it, because they can, because clearly look what they're doing. But I do think at some point it becomes too much or too stressful. But I think that's the price for being at a studio like Naughty Dog. And I wonder if that's what they tell like people that interview and try to work there. Like, you know, there's a lot of pressure to be, not pressure, but like you strive to be perfect or some shit like that. I wonder what their like speech is to people that are being hired there. What is Corey working on? We haven't heard anything in years. We just got Ragnarok last year, sir. Come on, man. This isn't, this isn't this isn't a whataboutism, guys. Like it's not a tit for that or this or that. The focus is Naughty Dog. Like if you're gonna say Gorilla, we just got the DLC from Burning Shores last year. If you're talking about Sucker Punch, we just got the expansion for Ghost of Tsushima back in 2021. If you're talking about Sony Santa Monica, we just got Ragnarok last year. This does not, like, the two don't compute. You get what I'm saying? Like, stop it, man. Stop it. Like, we literally just got Ragnarok last year. Come on, man. And here's the other thing, and I think a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of you will agree or disagree, but when it comes to, he says it's not a sweatshop, give these guys time. It's not, guys, I'm not saying, listen, I don't know how many times I keep saying, I'm not saying they need to release the game. I'm just saying show something. Show something. Show. That's it. Like, no, it's not a sweatshop. We know that. Show, but like, I'm just saying, like, show some. The Naughty Dog of old did. They would show shit they were working on 4 years in advance, 3 years in advance. Like, it's not like this is stuff that they were not doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's unfair to ask that. No, it's not a sweatshop, not in the slightest. But there's definitely a change, and we're seeing that change versus then and now. No, they have something to show, but refuse to. Shout out to Cloud. He says, these developers just drop heavy hitters in consecutive years. Burning Shores, Ragnarok, Ghost of Tsushima, Iki Island. We know that they have something to show, but refuse to. Yeah, and listen, I get that. You need time or whatever, but listen. People keep trying to, come at. People say, oh, it's unrealistic to expect roadmaps, but this is something PlayStation used to do. It's like, listen, I love PlayStation as developers as much as the next person, but some of you look real weird with how dismissive you are of things that they used to do because it's PlayStation. PlayStation has done this stuff in the past of giving roadmaps and showing things in advance to get people hyped for the future of gaming and all this other stuff. This isn't stuff PlayStation has not been doing. Or their developers. It would be different if they weren't ever doing this and we were expecting them to do this now. So it's always weird to see, again, people on social media, wherever saying, oh yeah, PlayStation, why would you expect a roadmap from PlayStation, because that's what the fuck they used to do. That's what they used to do. That's what their developers used to do and stopped. That's why. And so it's weird to see something like that happen where it is the way it is now. That's what they used to do. So it's not far-fetched to look at that and say, yeah, I want that back. You're not a bad person. You're not, as long as you're being respectful with how you're approaching it, it's not far-fetched or inaccurate to expect that from PlayStation. They used to do that. Their developers used to do that. Like, I don't get why this is so hard to grasp. Like a lot of people will automatically go to, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? Because this is how they used to do shit in the past. Why do we keep doing these whataboutisms about things, but then the one whataboutism doesn't matter when it comes to how they used to do shit in the past? Well, what about that? Can we do that whataboutism since everybody wants to do the whataboutism? I'm just saying. Yo, Weezer, what's good? Mary, what's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, Laura, I don't know who, listen, I've got no issues with developers announcing games 2-3 years in advance. If again, you're giving your gamers, your community, a peek into what you can expect in the future on the console. I've never had an issue with that. Horizon Forbidden West got shown in 2015. Not Forbidden West, Zero Dawn got shown in 2015 or was it 2015? I forget which year, but then it released in 2017. I've got no issues with that. None. Now, whoever those people are, you can bring that to them. To me, I've got no issues with that. I love early announcements. I love getting a peek. And again, you ain't got to show me the whole thing, but at least give me a little something. You feel me? And like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying this because I know I'm probably going. Very few people are on this hill with me, which I'm fine with. I don't. You know, it means me. No, never mind. Yo, Rollo, what's good? I miss the way old Naughty Dog and old PlayStation were announcing games and showing games. I miss it. That makes me a evil person because of that. So be it. But for this, I'm gonna stand on my square. And I wish Naughty Dog would go back to how they were announcing and showing games. Straight up. Because how they're doing it now, it ain't it. It ain't it. It just ain't. You can all pretend like it was. And the funny thing is, for a lot of you, if they did show something 3 years in advance, you'd be excited. But here you are telling me, oh, they don't need to show nothing. But if they did show something right now, you'd be excited. You would. That's a funny thing. You would be excited. I would be too. But not evil Persona, just expecting way too much. And ND not doing what we think they should be doing. How is it expecting too much to expect them to announce a game or show off, give a peek behind the curtain? That's expecting too much? Come on, man. Giving a teaser trailer is expecting too much? Yo, that's great. Yo, y'all got it, man. Yo, that is crazy. I think wanting a teaser trailer from Naughty Dog of what they're working on, even from Factions. We didn't get nothing from Factions but 2 CG concepts. But to think that it's expecting too much to get a teaser trailer of what they're working on next is expecting too much? Yo, all right, man. Hey, yo, look. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this whole situation, man. Yo, shout out to yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the people, man. Hey, yo, I'm speechless, bro. I'm speechless, man. Yo, listen, I hopefully we'll see something from Naughty Dog soon. Maybe we'll see some in another 5 years. Who knows? If it is 5 years, though, it's cool. So, it is what it is. Yeah, man, listen. I do appreciate y'all. That was the show. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be a super long show. I just wanted, put a couple of my thoughts out there. When it comes to all of this. Yeah, for me, I'm standing on my square, man. Like, how PlayStation is moving with certain things, how Naughty Dog is moving with certain things, I just don't agree with. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Especially when you look at the past of how PlayStation used to do things and how they're doing things now. It's just not something that I agree with, right? I do think that they need to go back to how they were announcing games, and showing things. Again, you don't need to give me every single thing, but I don't think it's far-fetched to ask for a teaser trailer, of like, hey, this is what we're doing, right? Straight up, I don't think that's wrong. But that's me. Who am I? I don't know shit. Yo, shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that came through today, man. Rocked out with your boy on episode 245 of When Persona Speaks. Yo, shout out to Max the Stampede, and I'm all for early announcements. I want the hype for what's coming. Greatness always has been awaiting, for sure. And then shout out to Corey says, Persona people aren't saying they don't want them to show the game. They are saying that they are not bothered by them not showing the game. That's fine. If you're not bothered, that's fine. I am. That's fine. Like, I am. Just because you're not bothered doesn't mean I shouldn't be bothered. But if you're not bothered or people aren't bothered, that's fine. For me, it's an issue. Yo, shout out to Chris. He says, don't criticize PlayStation Persona. They are perfect and can't do no wrong. Every decision they make is above a critique, above any critique. Hey, yo, shout out to Chris Righteous, man. Yo, that's it, man. I'm good. I'm about to chill. Yo, big shout out to y'all in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking out with your boy on today's episode of When Persona Speaks. Like I said, this wasn't gonna be a super duper long show, but I did wanna, put my thoughts out there on a couple things and whatnot. Listen, this Saturday, What's Up PlayStation podcast, me and Bari. I know me and Bari are gonna have a discussion about this as well, and it's membership topics week. So the community post on the WUPS channel, that's gonna go out either tomorrow night or Friday morning. So for the members of the channel, get those questions ready. Saturday is gonna be a good show. And then what else? Oh yeah, something else I was gonna say. Oh, yo, if you don't know already, man, we are on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. What's a PlayStation podcast? We official out here now. We official tissue. You understand? Oh, why did this not work? There we go. We are official tissue out here. You understand? So make sure you guys, check out What's Up PlayStation podcast on. I'm about to put the link in the chat on one of our many podcasts on your favorite podcast hosting platform. You can listen to us on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you want. Now you can listen to it anywhere. So make sure you guys listen to us there, man. The other thing too, one last thing I do want to talk about real quick is the WUPS Spider-Man challenge. So listen, guys, we are going to be picking our winners this weekend for the WUPS Spider-Man challenge, and the challenge is that post up a Spider-Man combo from Spider-Man 2018, Spider-Man Remastered, or Spider-Man Miles Morales. Post up a combo on Twitter with the hashtag WUPS combo, and me and Bari are going to pick the two winners, and the two winners will get a copy of Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5. There's a couple cool videos there, but if you haven't already, enter now, because we will be picking our winners on Saturday, Saturday. So you got 2 days, guys. You got 2 days. So make sure you guys put your clips out there. Yep, that's it for me. That's it for me, man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Please be safe. Enjoy your evening. And it's me, your boy Persona, and I'm out, guys. Peace.